be just a closer one with thee.
That the big fellow has fallen, and that Michael is gone. On a far-off August day, cold young men in ambush lay on a roadside by a hill where flowers grow. So much hate for one so young, who was right and who was wrong. Though 1,000 years may pass, we'll never know. Candles dripping blood, they placed beside your shoulders. Rosary beads, like teardrops on your fingers. Friends and comrades standing by, in their grief they wonder why. Michael, in their hour of need, you had to go. And when evening twilight came, gently fell the autumn rain. Oh, but you lay still and silent on the ground, as we hung our heads in prayer, in our sorrow and despair. We wondered, was it friend or foe who shut you down? Candles dripping blood, they placed beside your shoulders. Rosary beads, like teardrops on your fingers. Friends and comrades standing by, in their grief they wonder why. Michael, in their hour of need, you had to go. Now the flame that you held high, when you called out to the sky to end this senseless killing and this shame, has now passed to other hands and is carried through the land by some not fit to even speak your name. Candles dripping blood, they placed beside your shoulders. Rosary beads, like teardrops on your fingers. Friends and comrades standing by, in their grief they wonder why. Michael, in their hour of need, you had to go. Michael, in their hour of need, why did you go?
I saw James Conley's ghost in the Crewgate Lake last night. So I followed him up and into Stephen Law's Close, where it disappeared out of sight. And I searched around through stone cobbled streets, but I never saw him more. So I took myself down the same stone steps where James Connolly walked before. Well, I thought I heard James Connolly's voice in the meadows just last year. How still the night, no other noise, but a sound so strong and clear. He called my name, I heard him speak, and his voice shook the branches of the trees. Then it floated away into that midsummer night and travelled southwards toward the Tweed. You can talk in New York City and remember well his Dublin beats, but before the Hudson and the Liffey, James Connolly made a mark in Lee. James Connolly's spirit, it lingers yet in every lane and street. From Castle Hill up to Parliament Square, and in the gift of fiery speech. And when you hear the thunder clap, that's Connolly's voice that roars. So take a walk down the same stone steps where James Connolly walked before. You can talk in New York City or remember well his Dublin beats, but before the Hudson and the Liffey, James Connolly made a mark in Lee.
Sing some songs of glory, sing some songs of peace. But in the end it's the same old story, the both are out of reach. And people tell me they're sick and tired of seeing this place run down. But I say, take your blindfolds off, you hypocrites, and help us get to the ground. Between their bodies, not one of those bullets missed. For every trigger of that moment, a volunteer will enlist. After 5 long hours, you left them lying there. Freeze was turned away. So that's another step lower for those SAS bastards who'll never forget the day. I really, Daddy, had to go. The reason the overhead is a Rocky Mountain saloon. Hardly empty their magazines over each coffin as defiantly the crowd is packed. As another day dawns, the guns will be out again, 'cause Willie and Danny have friends. And we say it in song. While Willie and Danny had to go, the reasons they plead. Been laying down the lines for year after year. They say it in song. While Willie and Danny had to go, the reasons they plead. Been laying down the lines for year after year. Please say it isn't so.
We sailed our ship up the Hudson River to the wide Atlantic. We said farewell on Staten Island. When we landed, there we had our tale to tell. We're the poor, the huddled masses. We have crossed the lonely sea, left the old world for the new world, left the old ways to be free. We left our homes in 47, turned our backs against the wind. From our ships of creaking timber we bid farewell to a famished land. We're the poor, the huddled masses. We have crossed the lonely sea, left the old world for the new world, left the old ways to be free. With heavy hearts we left behind us memories of better days, old men talking, children laughing as we danced the night away. We're the poor, the huddled masses. We have crossed the lonely sea, left the old world for the new world, left the old ways to be free. Still we hear their voices calling. On the wind we hear the sound. Friends and loved ones, old and young ones, lie beneath the famine mound. We're the poor, the huddled masses. We have crossed the lonely sea, left the old world for the new world, left the old ways to be free. Now those years are far behind us. Now our spirits have grown strong in this land that gave us freedom and the will to carry on. We're the poor, the huddled masses. We have crossed the lonely sea, left the old world for the new world, left the old ways to be free.
Thank you. Of all the hundreds of thousands of young men who left Ireland to go abroad, most of them came over here, but a lot of them went the 16,000 miles.